So I did this, and what happens for the first 6 weeks is the type of fat in your cell membranes changes, and it changes to match vegetables.
No, not true, Dave, actually. Yes, there's a change to the makeup of the lipids in your cell membranes, but you never actually end up matching those in a vegetable. I think what you mean is move towards a vegetable profile away from an animal profile. Again, this is just words, though. There's no actual meaning here. So what?
Newsflash, we're not vegetables. So as that happens, your body says, oh, my ability to make energy just went down. I will compensate by turning up my thyroid hormone.
Okay, fine. So the interference in the function of your lipid rafts causes an inability to produce as much energy, and so the thyroid hormone is increased, and your energy production is increased to compensate for that. Fine.
But then at a certain point, your thyroid is turned all the way up, and then nothing's happening. You're still not making enough energy, and then you can get thyroid problems, including Hashimoto's, which is a common problem of doing that.
Okay, so good. Veganism changes around your lipid raft, changes your ability to produce energy, causes your thyroid to dysfunction, potentially. All bad things about veganism. Okay, fine.
And not to mention you're eating excessive carbs just by definition, because that's what plants make mostly. Right. And the vegan trap there is this idea that you feel great for 6 weeks. The period of time that it takes to make a new habit is 40 days, or maybe it's 6 weeks, which is 42 days. And after that period of time, like, look, I felt better on the vegan diet, and you did. You cranked up your thyroid hormone. So now you feel good, and that can't be why I'm not feeling good. That can't be why I'm getting cold. But that's the vegan trap, is that you were convinced it made you feel good because it did, so it can't be that, and you start looking at all these other things. Well, it's maybe because I'm not vegan enough, like I'm gonna cut out salt, right? And like you just keep doing these things, trying to figure out, why didn't I recapture that initial glow?
You did it wrong, Dave. You did veganism wrong, that's what it is.
And it's because various biological systems are turning off. So for cleansing or whatever, be vegan for a little while.
Okay, so veganism's bad, veganism's bad, veganism's bad, veganism's bad, veganism's bad. But if you want to clean, go vegan. Dave, clean your body of what? And what makes you think your body's not cleaning itself all the time anyway? That said, why would you believe for a second that a vegan diet is cleaner than a non-vegan diet? Is there any evidence anywhere in the literature to suggest that if you want to be cleaner, whatever that means, that you should eat plants only? No. So this is just some shit that you've made up. That's not good enough, Dave. That's not okay. You can't just make shit up and say it with authority to an unsuspecting public and expect that that's going to be acceptable behavior. It's not.
It's great. The rest of the time, you should be pretty much 80-90% vegan.
What? Veganism's bad, veganism's bad, veganism's bad, veganism's bad. But if you want to be cleaner, go vegan. But for a short time, but then cut back to 70 or 80 or 90% vegan. If there's such a thing, which there isn't, because as soon as you're not 100% vegan, you did it wrong. Good logic, Dave. Awesome.
With some of the types of fat that you're made out of, which are saturated fats, you don't get the right ones from plants alone, and the amount of building block protein that your body needs.
Okay, so the nutrients that you need, Dave has just said, are to be found in animals. But no, you should go 80-90% vegan most of the time because of all those bad things that veganism does that you outlined yourself. Brilliant, Dave. Awesome.
Things like collagen protein are essential. You do not need the amount of animal protein that most people eat.
Show me a source that talks to that issue by way of an experimental intervention on human beings in a metabolic ward of a decent duration that's well controlled and well powered, Dave. Spoiler, there isn't one. It's another fact that you have made up, and you are now spewing erroneously on an unsuspecting public saying, this is so. No, it isn't, Dave. There is no science to support what you have just said. It is nonsense.
And you should never eat industrially raised animal proteins. It's bad for them, and it's bad for the soil, it's bad for the earth, and it's bad for your soul.
All of those things are opinions. There is no science to support any of those assertions whatsoever. Just ridiculous, completely unacceptable commentary there, Dave Asprey. Completely unacceptable.
Depending on whatever soul belief systems you have. Like, nobody wins when you crowd animals.
Nobody's suggesting that crowding of animals is a good thing, Dave. Nobody.
So I will eat
And if they are, they're not very good people. That's not us.
the vegan meal every time, or I'll fast before I'll eat the industrially raised feedlot animals. It's not okay.
Okay, so Dave now wants to moralize for you. He wants to tell you what it's okay to eat and not okay. He wants to tell you it's not okay to eat feedlot industrially raised animals. If that's all that's available to you where you live, or that's all you can afford, then you absolutely should eat that, because it is absolutely preferable for you to eat that than any vegan-based meal any day of the week, Dave Asprey. Now, if you want to eat a vegan meal in preference to industrial feedlot-raised animal meal, you go ahead. There's no skin off my dick or anybody else's, but don't tell the public they should do the same thing, because you're wrong. Because you're wrong. There is no support for what you're saying there at all, anywhere in the science. This is your opinion, and you are not clearly caveating it as such.
However, I have a small farm. I raise sheep and pigs, and I eat them, and they're delicious. And I don't eat a lot of them, because you don't need a lot of them. And the total deaths per calorie on the Bulletproof diet, which is primarily vegetables, which don't kill anything, grains actually.
So the Bulletproof diet is primarily vegetables. Okay, that means the Bulletproof diet is dangerous and contraindicated to the health of human beings long term, almost certainly, and that is because of phytates, anti-nutrients, lectins, oxalates. I could go on all day. There's plenty of information available on both this and many other sensible carnivore-based channels, which, Dave, you might want to go and study, because you'll probably learn something about it. Good.
Actually do kill a lot of things through habitat destruction and just mechanized cutting down of crops. So we have big problems there, where a tractor comes through and kills the turtles, the bunnies, the ladybugs, the butterflies, and destroys lots of crops for you to get low yield calories from these things. So what you probably need is 4 ounces and maybe 6 ounces of meat a day. And
Show me a single, well-powered, well-designed, well-controlled experimental study on human beings conducted in a locked metabolic ward of a decent duration, Dave, to support the claim that you've just made. Spoiler, there isn't one. Another Dave Asprey pseudo-fact pulled out of an orifice and spewed on an unsuspecting public as if it is a fact. It is not a fact.
and not more than that. And the guidelines in Superhuman, that's for normal people. If you're a weightlifter, or you're over age 60, it's probably 0.6 grams per pound of body weight.
Same point. Show me some evidence, Dave. There isn't any.
Which is way less than bodybuilders. Sometimes it's 1 or